This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Welcome to Usapang Bayan. Ako po si George Chua, kasama ang aking co-host na si Rach Marquez. Pag-uusapan po natin ang mga nangyayari dito sa ating bagong administrasyon at iba pang mga usapan tungkol sa iba't ibang bagay sa bayan natin.
Mga kapanayan po natin para sa gabing ito, si former UST ROTC Corps Commander Alecxander Ibrado. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the show, Alex.
Good evening, sir.
Siguro, maaring paliwanag natin sa ating mga televiewers, no? Ano ba yung ROTC na yan? At kailan ba naumpisahan yan at kailan naging voluntary na lamang o yung hindi mandatory, no? At kung bakit, ano yung naging history niyan, kung bakit natanggal yan ng parang part of the regular curriculum at ano ho yung gusto nating gawin ngayon?
Yes, sir. Bali po yung ROTC, sir, tinatag na siya noon nung 1935 po to answer the call, sir, na dahil po due to war. Then, fast forward na po natin dun sa pag-abolish sa kanya. Actually, hindi naman po siya talaga na-abolish. Nagkaroon po ng NSTP law nung 2001.
Ano ba yung NSTP?
Yung NSTP law po, yung National Service Training Program, which has 3 components po. Ito po ang LTS or Literacy Training Service, CWTS or Civic Welfare Training Service, and ROTC, the Reserve Officers Training Corps.
So sa makatwid, nawawala yung ating military component. Doon sa
Andoon pa rin, sir.
Paano nandun yun? Kung ang focus nila nawala na?
Yes, sir, yung focus, sir.
Sige. So anong nangyari? Bakit ba nangyari yung NSTP program? Paano ba nang umpisa yan? Ano ba ang kadahilanan kung bakit tayo nagkaroon ng NSTP?
Nangyari po nung sa UST po kay Mark Wilson Chua case po. Actually, sir, ikwento ko lang po na si Mark Chua po ay pro-ROTC po siya. He wanted to change the mechanism of ROTC before na baguhin po ito. Dahil balita po noon na hindi maganda yung mechanism noon. Pero, yun nga po, due to circumstances, pro-ROTC po siya, so he wants to change it, sir.
I heard na isa sa mga reasons kung bakit na-pass yung NSTP law at pinropose siya dahil sa mga issues ng corruption and abuse of authority sa ROTC. Ngayon, kung hypothetically speaking, kung mare-restore yung ROTC natin, how can we be sure na hindi na yun mangyayari ulit?
Sa pagkakaalam ko po, babaguhin po ngayon ng current administration po. Pinag-uusapan na po ito ngayon sa GHQ po, Camp Aguinaldo. Nag-meeting po sila to develop po, to change the system. Ang narinig ko po noon, na nag-conference po kami last time, nag-courtesy call kami kay J9.
Ano ba yung J9? Paliwanag mo sa ating mga kasama.
Ang J9 po ay Deputy Chief of Staff for Retirees and Reservists po. Affairs. Dito po, pinag-usapan po nila, meron pong team doon para baguhin yung ROTC i-restore per ROTC, pagandahin pa ito. Yun, sir.
So sa makatuwid, even before the election of President Duterte, meron na talagang movement na parang ma-reinstate ang ating ROTC program.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Actually, sir, nung si Senator Win Gatchalian po, nag-propose po ng House Bill sa Congress to restore the ROTC. Ang story po, ang article ko po na nabasa noon, dahil po nakulangan po sa reserve force, dahil po sa mga disaster relief. Yan po, sir.
Siguro, dapat rin natin banggitin, ang programa ng ating Armed Forces of the Philippines para sa reservist, gusto nilang maging mas malaki ang reserve force kaysa sa regular force. No?
Yes, sir.
Dahil kasi for practical reasons, syempre napakamahal i-maintain ang malaking standing army. No? At hindi lang yun ang pinoproblema dahil kasi pag nag-retire yung mga yan, meron rin silang kaukulang mga pension. No? Isa pa rin ang gusto nilang mangyari sa reserve force ay mapuno yan ng mga qualified personnel, no? Particularly in particular yung mga fields of specialization nila, no? Which ranges from everything from communications to yung mga airline pilots. Ang gusto nilang mga i-recruit, no? Dahil kasi yan ho yung mga talents na napaka mahal i-training, no, sa ating mga kasundaluhan, no. So ano na ba ang status ng programang ROTC niyan na to reinstate the ROTC? Nasaan na ba tayo ngayon yan sa Kongreso?
Currently, sir, yung grupo po namin, the Duterte Youth Movement, sir, we're currently drafting a bill and to pass it, sir, immediately po. Dahil nagbe-base pa po kami sa chairman namin na si Sir Ronald Cardema.
Siguro ipaliwanag mo rin muna kung ano ba
Yes,
yung
sir.
Duterte Youth Movement na yan?
Yung Duterte Youth Movement po, ito po ay nagko-compose ng ROTC Corps Commanders from different ROTC units in the Philippines. Andito rin po yung iba't ibang dating cadet officers at mga naging alumni rin. So dito po sa amin, pinopropose po namin yung Kabataan Pag-asa ng Bayan Bill or KB Bill na nagsasaad po na i-restore yung ROTC for college students. Then CAT or Citizenship Advancement Training or Preparatory Military Training or PMT sa high school and mandatory scouting for elementary, sir.
Sir, since you mentioned about the reserve force, no? Ideally, the country's reserve force should be 80% more than its active members. But that's not the present case. How are we going to promote the spirit of voluntarism to join the reserve force without the ROTC program? Most especially kasi we had Brigadier General Sirunay in our previous program, and he mentioned na yung mga reservists natin ay hindi naman sila pinapasweldo. So in your own efforts, how can you encourage our youth to join the reserve force without the ROTC program?
I-repeat ko na po, without the ROTC
Without
program.
the ROTC program. Since pending pa rin yung legislation sa Congress for the ROTC restoration, ano yung pwede yung maging efforts to encourage our youth na mag-volunteer?
Ito po ba ay for nation building? Kasi po,
Yes.
ma'am, para sa akin, mahalaga po yung ROTC. Hindi po natin pwedeng tanggalin yun para magkaroon ng enthusiasm para sa nation building or nationalism po. Dahil dito po nagbumula yung realization po kung para saan ba yung ginagawa ng kasundaluhan natin at ang serbisyo natin sa bayan. Yun po.
So with that, do you agree that the NSTP does not instill the same spirit of national duty and patriotism as ROTC does?
Ma'am, with my perspective po, andoon po yun. Andoon po ang focus po nila para sa akin, yung sama nila, team effort. Nation building po, kumbaga din. Ganon din naman po sa ROTC. Pero sa ROTC po, ilalagyan po natin ng focus sa nation at kung para saan yung ginagawa ng bawat estudyante na naka-enroll sa ROTC. Andyan po ang nakasaad sa POI ng bawat ROTC
Yeah,
po.
I'd like to add to that. No, I think in my experience, seeing what my kids have gone through, the basic difference between the ROTC program at saka yung dalawa pang ibang programa ng NSTP, unang-una, yung dalawang ibang programa ay hindi uniformed personnel, no?
Yes,
Hindi
sir.
kagaya ng ROTC, talagang may uniforme talaga sila depending on the branch of service that their school is attached to. So the other major component that I can see is that the discipline, no, of military formation, the military hierarchy, and all of the rigors, no, of military training, which includes everything from drills, parades, and things like that, are instilled in the ROTC program, as well as the military aspects of a training program, no, such as marksmanship, di ba? And maybe even some lectures on strategies
Yes,
and
sir.
so on, no? Is
Sir.
that still true during your time?
Yes, sir. During my time po, kasi po sa amin, sa ROTC, sa UST ROTC, and I believe din po sa ibang ROTC units, based po dun sa POI or Program of Instructions po, meron po, for example, meron po kaming familiarization firing. If meron po kaming sapat na pondo, pwede po kami magkaroon ng alternate activity. Like we had before, nagkaroon po kami ng paintball activity. So parang alternate po siya activity. Then other things like, most especially po, ang ginawa po namin nun, nagkaroon po kami ng disaster relief and rescue po operation. Tinrain po namin yung cadets namin to be prepared dahil po meron po tayong tinatawag na the big one para maging prepared po tayo. At ngayon po sa weather condition natin, pinadalo na po tayo ng mga super typhoons na sana wag na po mangyari ulit.
How important is the ROTC program, most especially that the country is facing internal and external threats? Kasi 'di ba, as we were talking earlier, yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, yung dun from the ROTC students, dun kumukuha 'di ba ng reserve force, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yun yung parang training nila para makapasok ka sa reservist. Or after the ROTC program, what happens next? Paano ba yung process nun para makapasok ka sa reserve force ng Army?
Yes, ma'am. Bali po, lahat po ng students required po kumuha ng NSTP or National Service Training Program. Pipili po sila sa tatlong component. If pinili po na lang ROTC, magiging basic cadets po sila. For now, nung napasa po yung NSTP law, 1 year na lang po yung service or 1 year na lang po yung training. After po noon, if basic cadet ka po, tapos na po yung training mo at may enlist ka as private or corporal or sergeant in the reserve force. If you are a cadet officer po, mag-undergo ka rin ng training for 1 year and 2-year advanced trainings po. Then after that, if you will take up MS-43 po, Military Science 43, ito po yung tinatawag na POTC or Probationary Officers Training course. Pwede ka po maging commissioned officer as second lieutenant in the reserve force.
Okay, let's talk a little more about that when we come back. Sa amin pong pagbabalik, pag-uusapan pa rin to natin ang proposed ROTC restoration kasama si UST ROTC Corps Commander of 2016, si Alecxander Ibrado. Please stay tuned.